Did you wake up today? Did you find the strength to say the world is your own? Did you look up today? Did you find the words to say the world is your own?
Of all the series I've read in high school, the Reiki series by Storm Constantine is undoubtedly my favorite. It's about a new species of humanoid hermaphrodites who are slowly beginning to take over the world. While it's essentially a sci-fi romance, all the characters act very openly about their emotions, while also being very realistic. I began reading the 14-book series in 7th grade, and it's sort of become ingrained into me. My passion is cosplay, or costume play, which is essentially the act of creating or buying a costume and wearing it around with friends. I began cosplaying when I was 10 years old in the 7th grade.
Well, down this backwards way of thinking.
While the creation itself is fun, cosplay is essentially running around with your friends while dressed a little strangely and having a really great time.
But you gotta believe, you'll find your own.
Cosplay is something that can be done on your own or in small groups, but it's more often not done in large ones.
You gotta be strong, you gotta believe in your own way.
Cosplay is sitting around talking to your friend for an hour and a half because she's been feeling sick. Cosplay is sitting on your own and having a group of people come up to you and start playing cards so you're not alone. But mostly, cosplay is a lot of making silly faces,
I feel cold and
and having a lot of fun. Cosplay is hosting canned food drives and thanking my mom for doing it with me. Over the years, I've been on 3 panels. I've hosted a lot of gatherings, both small and large. One weekend a year, I work at an anime convention called Anime Los Angeles, and my greatest accomplishment is this past year being promoted to a department second. That essentially means that I have 2 bosses, one of which is a quirky psychology professor named Martin, 2 people on my level, and a lot of people under me. I've never had a job before.
you gotta smile, you gotta be strong, you gotta believe.
What I learned most in high school is that you can't let your preconceptions of yourself stop you from doing things. You can't say, this is my style, so I'm never going to branch outside of it. Putting yourself in a box like that does you no good.
Believe in your own.
For me, it was something physical. I was a chubby elementary schooler, so by middle school, I'd put myself in the box of fat, despite being not. At the start of high school, I began gaining weight. And gaining weight.
Another turning point
And gaining weight.
in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make
I ultimately gained quite a bit of weight, but because I've been putting myself into the box labeled fat for such a long time, it took me quite a while to actually notice.
learn in time. It's something unpredictable.
That being said, my weight gain doesn't actually bother me. It's my body and I love who I am.
Of your life.
Oh, the places I'll go are kind of vague at the moment. When choosing a college, I put myself into the boxes of costume maker with a backup plan in ASL for so long that I decided I wanted to take a gap year and instead branch away from that.
Memories and dead skin on trial.
At the start of the summer, I'll be potentially road tripping with my friend Molly, followed shortly by Anime Expo, and then 2 days later, San Diego Comic-Con, which is exhausting.
I hope you had the time of your life.
At the end of July, I'll be 18 and I'll be traveling with a teen travel group to Ireland and the UK. There, I'll be spending 2 weeks with them and 3 days on my own. After that, it's kind of vague, but I'm alright with that.